we've had a big storm, a big blizzard. We've had about a day of 80 to 100 km/h winds. We had approximately 40 centimeters of snow. It was just a little bit below freezing, so everything under is, I won't say wet, but I will say damp. When you run over the snow, it's like it turns to concrete. So as you've seen in the first video in this series, Kathy came out with the camera and did some outside shots. So now I'm trying to do some stuff in here, using the blade, sometimes using the snow blower, and it's quite a mess, I can tell you that. Anybody who's using a pickup truck today, poor thing is working. Just watch when I stop. Yeah, that's sliding. So you can just tell it's not real great weather for a real great snow for snow blowing, but sometimes that's all you can use. So we're just going to take our time and do a little bit of that. Keep it as wide as we can. See if we can deal with it. Now with winds, what we find here with a lot of wind is you'll have areas where there's no snow, and you'll have areas where there's plenty of snow. You can see by the grass, there's no frost in the ground, or very little. So you have to be careful for your grass, or you'll be doing a lot of planting grass this summer. And what I usually do is I usually use a small Honda snowblower to do the patio and do the pathways. You can see it, should see it there now, over there in the corner of the shop. So I got a little bit of more work to do there, but it's just slipping and sliding all over the place. But you take your time and you get her done. Approximately 4,000 people lost their power last night. We didn't, so we were lucky that way, but we had the backup generator anyway. So, but it seems like the people who are prepared for it never lose the power. It's just the way it is. So let's have a look here. I came in through here with the snow blower earlier on, tractor snow blower. Can't see her, but Kathy is there doing the fine cleanup with the shovel. There's not much there because I did it all with the Honda, the pathways. But when you run this stuff over, man, I'm telling you, it's tough to get through it. But we'll get through it. Last year, well, I think I only came out once last year to do snow clearing. Back down there now, and I'm going to use a snow blower. getting there. Okay, so that's it for the snowblower right there. So I'm going to push a little bit now front on. It's a lot of snow down, folks. Sod there. That's going to happen when there's no frost. Slipping and sliding. Getting stuck. That wouldn't be fun. Looks like that backhoe over there is stuck. Really can't get a backhoe stuck. A backhoe can get himself out of anywhere if he's a good operator. snow bucket in a few days. I'll knock down those banks so they're not fooling up anybody's visibility. All he got to do is put down his backhoe bucket and push her out on the back. Something. That old backhoe is only two-wheel drive. We don't even have a chain on it. Oh, I had a two-wheel drive Massey one time, and man, I could go anywhere and have a chains on it. Is it still recording, I wonder? Is the screen, oh, it's still recording. Perfect. The screen cancels itself out after a while. But I should have more faith in the technology, I guess. But some of these GoPro 7s, Hero 7 Black, they got a fashion of cutting out once in a while. I should see if there's a firmware update on it, I guess. She's two-wheel drive. That's a pain in the butt. Bad enough in this stuff when it's slippery with the four-wheel drive. I got this one stuck, I think the last snowstorm, or not storm, but the last bit of snow we had, and I used a differential lock to get it out. That worked out pretty good. more ice in under that. So we just take our time and we do what we can do. You're better off leaving the crust of snow and under it. Get your traction. You can see that's what I did there. Float is no good using the float here, folks, because you'll only lift up the front wheels. As I said in other videos, I hardly ever use float. Okay, see where I just ran over it. Now it's gone packed hard. Get rid of just a little bit of that. I don't want to use a snow blower here because of the crushed stone under it. Slipping on the slide. That's a lot of weight in front of that blade. The average person would have trouble lifting a shovel full of this stuff. So that should give you some idea of what we're dealing with here. I guess you could say we kind of live on the warmer part of the island, and when we do get snow, it's usually just a little bit below freezing at the time, and sometimes it can actually change over to rain. So I think we got a bit of that coming in a few days. So imagine the mess then. And then if you're really unlucky, you get the rain, mix it with the snow, and then you get a real cold spell, and then everything turns to a solid chunk of ice. It can be quite challenging here. Somebody said to me online, he said, I don't know how you can live in a place with so much snow. Well, we really don't get a lot of snow. Some winters are more than others. Some winters we don't have any snow. Like a lot of the places now, you know, we hear the same thing from our friends down in the States. We hear the same thing from our friends in New Brunswick, Canada, and places like that. But you know, when you grow up in this sort of thing, you think nothing of it. Like, I can't even imagine living in a place like Florida because the humidity would kill me. I wouldn't be able to handle the humidity. Whoa. So I guess it all boils down to what you're accustomed to. See, I don't know if you can see the temperature here. Yeah, this is the ambient temperature, and right now it's 0 degrees Celsius. So she can go anywhere from snow to rain in a second here now. So that's again, that's what we're dealing with. Now on the other part of the island, on the west coast, when they have winter, they have a good winter. It's a cold, snowy winter. So you can have your snowmobile, and you can have your cabin, and you can go on in and on your snowmobile, or sled as they call them today. When I was growing up, everybody called them a skidoo. And you can go in and enjoy your winter. But here, you could have this mess this week, and next week you could have all rain. I know friends of mine in the past that went to their cabin on a Friday, and Saturday and Sunday it warmed up so much that they had to leave their snowmobiles at the cabin and walk out. There wasn't enough snow to get out. So again, that's what you got to deal with. To put your snow when you get a lot of snow like this. Well, I honest to God don't know how they do it in cities. This would be so easy if it had traction. Now I could put chains on it, but if I put chains on it, then I'd tear up the asphalt. So what do you do? Turf tires would be better than industrial tires in this. But I'm not going to put a complete set of tires on it because, hey, there's some years this don't push any snow. Well, what are we going to do? Well, it's at least as deep as the blade down here. We're going to say 24 inches minimum. be careful here. I don't want to slide off the ramp. At least 1.5 feet deep there on the ramp. Anybody notices this here, usually every video somebody will notice that and they'll say, "Hey Paul, what's the thing there with the 4 digits?" Well, that's a digital inclinometer, which means that I can set that up to warn me if I exceed the angle of tipping over. So I can set up those numbers. So this number here represents the front and the rear of the tractor. This number here represents the sideways motion of the tractor. So I probably don't have it set up there now, but sometimes you'll hear a beep, and that's going off on the limit that's into it there now. But I'm nowhere, you can hear it there, I'm nowhere near exceeding the limits. It's just I don't have it set up properly. I remember a few years ago everybody was putting inclinometers on their tractors, and I could never really understand why. Because if you have a brain at all, you shouldn't need anything to tell you you're about to tip over. The seat of your pants should be able to tell you that. So that's more so a gadget than anything else, to be honest with you. Well, that's my opinion. People are going to say, well, I got one on my tractor and it's after saving me. Well, that's fine. If it did that, I'm okay with it. Good for you. But I think you shouldn't need an instrument to tell you when you're about to tip over. You'll always have your gut tell you that. Your gut will say you're about to tip over, and you'll get that sickly feeling, and probably get skid marks in your drawers because of it. Or as they say down some places in the States, your britches. You might soil your britches. Too much, because this is almost like, I just feel like this is a waste of time. But anyway, I'll get this mess out of it. One other question. So I get a lot of people asking me about those 2 shelters. What kind of shelters are they? Shelter Logic. They're sold by Canadian Tire and other people. I think even Costco sells them now. People ask me, well, do they hold up well? Well, yeah, they hold up well. I've had some pretty good luck with them. This one closest to us has actually survived a couple of, well, a hurricane, I guess one hurricane and a tropical storm. And it's been moved 2 or 3 times because I just found different locations for it. I've done some videos on how to install them properly. So if you're thinking about getting one, you might want to look at them videos first. I guess their weakest point is the fabric, because the fabric is what the weather hits. Obviously, the frame is not going to be too bad because the frame is not out in the elements. It's the fabric. And I usually get an average of 5 or 6 years out of a cover. Now, I've always found it's cheaper to buy the full shelter locally than it is just to buy a replacement cover for it from Shelter Logic. Now, why? Because the shipping kills you. The shipping really does the job on you. But this cover here, as you can see, it's got a green door on it. Well, we put that cover on about 9 months ago. And within that 9 months, the zipper started to unravel in the other door. And the fabric just didn't seem to last. Like, there's places in that cover now that's only 9 months old that you can see little bits of light through. So we contacted Shelter Logic, send them some pictures, and how it works, you just take some pictures and you get a copy of your receipt, and those things I think are guaranteed for, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're guaranteed for 2 years. And so they'll review the pictures along with your receipt, and they will let you know within, I think, 10 days. So within 10 days, they called us, and they said, well, they emailed us first, and they said, yeah, you qualify for a new replacement cover. So anyway, they said, if you didn't like that cover, we have a medium duty and a heavy duty cover available for it now. So I think the medium duty, I could be wrong on this, was around $1,200. So anyway, they said they'll apply the cost of the light duty cover towards the medium duty cover, and of course they'd ship it free. So that's what we've done. So that's why you're seeing a green door on a brown shelter. So we only put that door on yesterday due to the storm, and I can tell you, like, the difference in material is like chalk and cheese. It's unbelievable how well the medium cover is. And the medium cover got a 10-year prorated warranty. So that says a lot about that particular product, don't it? So I think I thought we were better off getting the medium cover, so that's what we did. But by the time we got it, of course, winter was upon us, and I couldn't replace the whole thing. But we did manage to get the door on yesterday, just before the storm, and there wasn't a breath of wind, so it was perfect. It don't take very long to do it. The full cover over the full structure takes about an hour and a half, because you have to let the braces go inside the shelter. But the door only takes about a half an hour, so it's not too bad. But regards of Shelter Logic and dealing with them, we thought they were excellent. was no trouble. They were easy to deal with. They said they did what they said they were going to do. They said it was going to take 10 days to review it. I guess they must have, you know, a high volume of customers. And if your documentation is right, you'll. It's hard to talk when you're trying to concentrate. But if your documentation is done right as per their instructions, and everything is on the up and up, you'll have no trouble. So anyway, we got a new cover. Well, like I say, the medium duty is double the weight, and the gray one there, that's probably 4 or 5 years. That's probably 4 years old now, and like that's more of a vinyl for a cover. But that new green cover there, that looks like it's like a vinyl rubber type of jobby. You know, it's really substantial. I was really pleased with the quality of it. And it's UV rated. I guess if they want to warranty it for 10 years, they must feel that it's a much better cover. So I hope that answers your questions on the shelters. But like I say, they're only as good as how you plant them in the ground. And that's where you'd want to watch our videos on it. Because some guys are just putting them in the ground and really not tying them down well. And a gust of wind comes and blows them away. And of course, that's not covered under warranty. You know, you have to put in a good attempt to put them down and get them done right. So there it is. That's my snow bucket in there, so I got some digging to do to get at that. I'm kind of hoping the rain's going to come and take most of this away. We've had this much snow before, and within a day or two it was all gone. So we're kind of hoping maybe that's what's going to happen now. But it is very, very slippery. So people have been asking me on Facebook, they know that I've been reporting on the upcoming storm, and they've been asking, you know, are you going to do a video? And, well, you know, I've always had problems doing videos since I gave up commercial snow clearing, because the content is always the same. You're always in the same area. But a few people has after pointing out saying, well, it's not the actual snow clearing that we like the commentary. We like what you talk about. I try to do this and treat everybody, all viewers, as if they're here in the cabin. We're having a one-on-one. That's what I try to do. Now, whether I accomplish that or not, that's up to you to decide. But I mean, we have a lot of people in Australia, New Zealand, we have all over Canada and the US, people in Florida, you know, people in countries and states that very seldom see any snow. We even got a viewer from South Africa that watch us. So it's quite humbling when they ask you to do a snow clearing video. Now you got your people who love motorcycle videos. Somebody posted the other day, hey Paul, it'll soon be time for another motorcycle video. Well, it might be for them, but it sure isn't for us. But you know, we'll get at them when the spring comes. Then we have other ones saying, well, you know, we don't like the snow clearing videos because we like the in-shop videos. And I do too, but I like the snow clearing videos too. So, right. You got to try to please everybody. There's no good having a restaurant just cooking the one meal. You have to cook a variety of meals to please everybody. So I guess that's the same thing goes with videos. Well, that's pretty well what I'm going to do here now. That's enough. I don't see any point digging out the sheds because I don't plan on being in them. just clean up this little bit of a mess here. Man, I've been at this now for a couple hours and I'm not really done yet. I gotta go and get the Honda snowblower now. Cut a path around. But it is what it is. It's the lack of traction is what wears you out when you're doing something like this. I mean, I had a 966 Cat one time, Cat loader, and we never ever had any chains or anything on those guys. Man, they were some bad in slippery weather. Tires were so hard, they had industrial tires, but we still got it done. Yeah, it was pretty nasty here last night. Zero visibility most of the time. And like the LED and street lights and stuff, they were building up with icicles and oh, it was just brutal. Even on the side of the house it was building up and falling off and banging on the side of the house. Hey, but that's it. That's what we signed up for. So I'm going to open the garage door. And I'm going to say so long for now. That's the worst. I'm going to try to back into a dark garage here now and see if I can not run into the ramp. I got to guesstimate where I'm going because there's water on the mirrors, there's water on the glass, What? Take my time. And another little tip for you. If you have a turbocharged motor in your machine, you should always give it a minute or two to cool down, lubricate itself before you shut things down. And that way your turbo will last much longer. So that's a 40-minute video by the looks of it. Oh my gosh, I apologize for that, people. But anyway, you're only going to look at what you want to look at. So you guys take care, be safe, be good to each other, and be careful out there. God bless.